third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. The action is only moments away on Thursday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. After this, the games count for real. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, back in the day, it was 6 preseason games, then 4, now 3. So here we are, this one, the last tune-up before the regular season gets going.
And I know it's easy to start looking ahead to the regular season, and of course there's an excitement that comes when the games get real, but for so many players on these rosters, this is where careers and opportunities are made. I know from talking to these coaches, they're coming...
Final dress rehearsal before the regular season gets started in a couple of weeks' time. And off we go here in the NFL preseason finale. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by a 5th-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Make no mistake about it, Mike, even though these games might not mean a lot in the grand scheme of things, they certainly matter when it comes to the evaluation of these rosters. You just can't replicate these situations of live reps in practice. So what do coaches do? They give guys a little bit of taste in the preseason games. Can you separate yourself from the rest of the pack? I'm excited to see who steps up, who makes a case to snatch one of these roster spots over these next couple hours.
Another run here for Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. It's a gain of 12 there. That's enough for a first down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he will score. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown. On now, Cade York for the point after. He's got it. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he gets this up close to the 40. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense ready to take over for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll pick up the 1st down as he moves this up to the 29-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
We'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. Throwing again, Daniels. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the Dolphins' 39-yard line.
To the air again is Daniels. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. It's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Daniels. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Rattler now back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Kamara. And he will work his way to the 32. That's enough for a first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Dolphins first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. 2nd and 7. A run here with Kamara. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Rattler. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw with Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Pass, right side, taken by Baker. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And now here comes the punt team. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's a close game early on. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Rattler. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rattler. That's complete. And it is Beckham. That's a dozen for number 12. And he's got a 1st down as well.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
On third down, they'll run with Tracy. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's a run. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Now it is first and goal. Looking to throw. Rattler. The catch made there by Sutton. And the tackle is made at about the 6. Second and goal. They'll look to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Third and goal. Back to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins are back within 1. It's 7-6.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here's Trenton Gill now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. He's going to run it. Whoa. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not but picking up big chunk plays.
A tight end in motion now. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And a pickup of 3, or maybe 4. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Dolphins move out front. It's 9-7.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll fire one deep for Harrison.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed. But it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Daniels. Look wide. Get this one complete. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. Spotted at the 35. This a 45-yard attempt. York's kick is good. And his guys are going to move out in front.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Beckham. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. Deontay Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That is caught right side by Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. He's across midfield.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down, Dolphins.
Back to the air one more time. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone. That's
in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the final week of the preseason. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut down, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day.
Up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw with Daniels. Middle of the field, that's taken in by Baker.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Over the middle, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete to Baker. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
To the air again is Daniels. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Daniels gonna throw again. He'll get this to Baker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing again, Daniels. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson has a touchdown. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
York, good on the extra point. And his guys are going to open up the lead to 8. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's gonna go down.
So anytime a defense sees an offense set up with an empty backfield, a lot of times these blitzes, these are checks. And this is where, as a quarterback, you have to understand who is accounted for by my protection and who is not. Anybody who blitzes that you can't block, that job is on you to get that ball out of your hand.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. On the give, it's Tracy. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Third and long. Here's Rattler. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. We'll go right back to Harrison. He's got him again. second down, it's Daniels. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
To number 89, Brock Bowers.
They'll try to run with Robinson. Good blocking, and he's in. Bijan Robinson for the score. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Rattler now back to throw. That's taken in. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing now, Daniel. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw is Daniels. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. into space. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and good. And the Dolphins are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Devon Achane to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. First and 10. Throwing is Daniels. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll throw with Daniels. Middle of the field, that's taken in by Baker.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. There's that man again, another catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Second down and 3. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 47.
Motion man is Rice. Play action now. It's Travis. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jalen McMillan, the one he was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Looking out of the gun, it's Travis. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll run here. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Travis. Now a screen set up for Achane. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. Third down coming up.
And 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he has missed this one. No good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down. He'll look to throw. He got all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
We're about ready now for the punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. This team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of down.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Second down, Travis. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense. In these situations, Mike, you really just have two options. You can either try to force the issue and push the ball downfield, looking to get past the sticks, or the second option, which you saw here, try to catch the defense in pass mode, sneak a draw. In this case, they're ready for it. No gain, fourth down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end, Sinnott. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
On the carry, here's A.J. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down. Throwing is Travis. He fumbled the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. He finds Jahan Dotson. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That's a short one, caught by Sinnott. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Back to the air one more time. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. Inside the 10, it is caught. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2, unable to tie this football game up.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then...
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that first down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
And the crowd a major factor now as we... Oh, what a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night.